Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee with Impetus, episode 17. Today we got a special treat here. As you guys all know, I got Nample over here, Bruno. Was it Friedman or Friedman? Nample.
Friedman.
Friedman.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
today we're gonna have him
Thank you for having
talk
me.
about who he is and what he does. So, Bruno, go ahead and take the mic and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, where I should start? I'm scratching on the 50 years. I'm 49 years old. I have two boys, a wife. Yeah, and yeah, I'm a heating technician. Um, yeah, I'm working 29 years now in the heating and plumbing industry. Yeah, and with, yes, that's the main things about me. Yeah. You-
Awesome. Well, Bruno, how did you get the name Nample to be kind of your main story or main name for everything you have on like Instagram and on you and on TikTok?
Yes, the name Nample it's means nothing because it's not a name with a background. I started in 2011, 2012 with Instagram. I always was a very passionate photographer, so I started to take pictures, thousands of pictures, and there was no place to storage them. So I started with Instagram to get my pictures uploaded, and in 2012, I used the name Nample because it was only a name, nothing special. I wasn't thinking that it gets that big, that big name. Yeah, but
Oh,
nothing special.
so you
It's
so
not
you
nothing
literally
behind the name.
wow. Okay, so it
Also,
literally
how to
stands for
pronounce it?
nothing. Oh, okay. So it
Nothing.
literally stands for nothing.
Yeah. It stands for. I got in the 2007, 2008 Gmail. Google comes with an email program, and you have to get invited to get a Gmail name and Gmail address. And I got a Gmail address Namplekat from a friend. And so when I started with Instagram, I had Namplekat, and I get always. From Nample to Nample because the username wasn't available. So at the end it was Nample, and that's it.
Ah, okay. So that's a little story behind it. That's
Yeah, yes,
interesting.
yeah, but nothing special, or it means nothing in no direction or in no language or something, or maybe I don't know.
So you started Instagram just so that you could kind of put all your pictures and kind of document
Yeah,
your adventures
in my
within
world, yeah.
in your world of what you do every day, which is what is a typical day for you? Like, you do a lot of heating in laying in floor heat, or is it about more boilers and commissioning boilers?
Yeah. My daily work is at the moment to train other colleagues. I'm in the field now 29, 28, 29 years. I started with service, with maintenance, with commissioning, with everything around heating, plumbing, and now I'm more for training or for bigger installation or for industrial installations, and yeah, not the daily. I don't install radiators or boilers every day. I'm more here to train the boys
Ah,
to do service and things like that.
so you're more of like walking into the senior technical role of just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
training the next generation or training the next
yeah,
newcomers coming up on how the business should work.
yeah.
So it kind of gets down to my third question about the business itself. I think looking and talking about how you are currently are in the business. I'm guessing that this business is not your own, and you
No,
do
it's not.
work for somebody. But why did you decide to do so? And it seems like you have all the assets to kind of do your own business. How come you've never decided to do something like that?
Um, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm now 29 years in the same company, working for the same boss on the same work the last
Yeah,
years, and I'm not self-employed. I'm happy with it how it is.
that's
I was
awesome.
in the early 90s. I was how to say I was very sick in the early 90s. So I'm happy now that I'm still there where I was, and I'm hope that health will stay here, stay with me, and it's everything I need. As long I'm healthy, as long everything is fine, I'm working and everything is good.
That's amazing. Honestly, that's what I kind of like want to bring into the picture a lot sometimes of a lot of people that we meet in online, because everybody keeps thinking that, hey, I made my own business or another guy makes his own business. Everybody thinks that Instagram's all about people becoming entrepreneurs and making their own business. But there's people that there are things that people don't understand, like you can be happy and like be in a position exactly where you are, making enough money, making enough for a living, and at the same time being happy of what you do every day. It just doesn't really have to be doing your own business.
No, no, I'm fine how it is now. I don't need my own business. I have my boys, I have my family, I have my work. I'm happy when I come home, and it's not my business. Sometimes it's better if it's not your business.
Yeah.
Not every day the work is only great and everything is okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it
you have
just stops there. You don't
bad
always have
days.
to be thinking
Yeah,
about it.
yes,
That's awesome. No, I'm really glad you're happy with where you are, and I think it just shows a lot of people that there can be position for other people where they can be happy for what they do, as long as it has to be something they're passionate about. Especially for you, you're passionate about a lot of heating
yes,
and plumbing, and everybody has been seeing that. And that kind of brings in and ties in everything with tools. I guess you're a guy who loves tools, because
yes, yes.
every video you have is always these tools. So do you always get the newest news about what's coming out next, and then people send the tools to you, or you buy the tools to kind of share it because you
No,
really
no.
like it?
Normally, I buy the tools. I buy the tools when I see that they are out. When I can buy them over Amazon, I buy them from Amazon, or I buy them. We don't have that shops like in the States or in Canada. We don't have tool shops, that big tool shops. We have a few DEI stores, but to buy tools like other countries, not possible. Germany, maybe in Berlin or bigger cities, but not here where I live. So the most tools I got are ordered from Amazon, from other online uh, companies, and yeah. If I hear or if there is something new from Vera, from Viha, from Knipex, I try to get them. I try to get them first before it's everywhere on Instagram. And so yeah, I have my friends where I hear it's out, it's coming, it's not coming, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So this,
You're always on
yeah,
top of your tool game. I've probably bought a few tools just literally looking at your page because I've never seen the tool before. And I appreciate you sharing it all the time, actually. It really
thank
helps a
you.
lot. So you said you've been pretty much doing been in heating trades for almost, like, did you say 39 years, or was it
Yeah,
29?
no, no, 29 years,
29 years.
29.
So how did you
Yeah.
get started to begin with 29 years ago?
Um, I'm normally I started. I'm doing a electrician school.
Oh,
I'm an electrician, not the plumber. That means I'm not the heating installer or plumber. Normally I'm an electrician, and that's how all it starts. And in the early 90s, I come to the company where I'm still today as for service and for maintenance. Today, every single boiler needs you need to be more electrician than to be a plumber. It's when you install a new boiler with all the wiring and all
and
the
controls.
service, yeah, and the controls. So I started then, and normally I'm an electrician, so I'm a heatrician or a plumbtrician or something like this.
Oh, wow. Okay. So throughout that whole process of the 29 years, you kind of
Yeah,
slowly
yeah.
transferred from
I graduated. I graduated in electrical engineering in 1989. Yeah.
wow. So all the way from an electrical guy to a more of a
Yeah.
mechanical guy. So I guess your calling was more, you actually like the mechanical side more in the end.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm. I love my burners. I love the oil burners, the gas burner, and also I like to do electrical work. But I do not everything.
Yeah. So with that being said, because you're doing a lot of heating, do you actually do a lot of more electrical still within that company, or train electrical, or is it just a lot more of the heating side?
It's a lot more of the heating side.
Okay.
So we do in our times we do much more heat pumps and heat pumps for underfloor heating and controls for underfloor heating. because radiators are not that common here, like underfloor heating. It's also on my post. It's much
Yeah.
more underfloor heating in every new construction site. It's underfloor heating, and yeah,
And then how
that's
often do you get to go on to the plumbing side?
normally I I don't do that much plumbing. If I sell somewhere a boiler and the customer also wants a new bathroom or something like that, we give them all from one hand. But it's not my daily
Uh,
bread to do plumbing.
it's like sometimes you tap into it
Normally,
because I remember you had a few posts where you were with Tom. Was it Tom BBG?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, Tom PPG, yeah,
you do you
yeah.
still work with him?
No, he changed to another company 2 years ago now, and he's not that often on Instagram now. But yeah, sometimes we write, and yes,
Oh, that's good.
was a
That's
great
good.
time. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
had a job site in Frankfurt, yeah, together, and yeah.
oh, okay. Well, when you did work with him, was he actually doing the same thing as you, or was he somebody that you also trained, or how
Yeah,
was that
he was
relationship?
more. No, he was more an installer. That means he installs the boilers, the pipes, the plumbing side, the draining side, everything. He was more installer. This means when he was finished, I come and I try to commissioning everything to start the boiler, to run the boiler, and do all the other sides. He was
Ah,
more for every installations, and I am more the one for
the
yeah,
commissioning.
to get the system running. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, that kind of tells me a lot too because I kind of well, I'm pretty sure you can do the work as well, but I thought a lot of the rooms that you were always sharing that you were doing all of it all together. But
No, because there's too much. Because I do sometimes I help out or I try to when something is missing, when a fitting is missing or something like that, I help them out. I bring them, and I'm more for the commissioning and for running the complete system, for service, for maintenance, and for things like that.
that makes sense. So other than Tom over there, is there anybody else that you still kind of hang around with from Instagram that's also in the same area as you are from Germany, or there's not a lot of people kind of
Uh,
in that space?
no, that's completely different in Germany. In Germany, Instagram is now it's growing, it's coming. It's still very small group in Instagram or plumber and heating installer or something like that. It's not like the US or Canada or also the UK or Australia. We are really small group of maybe a few thousand, and that's it. But in my area, no, I don't know. I was 4 weeks ago in Stuttgart, and I was working in Stuttgart, and there was a car from another heating company, and I was seeing it looks to me as he thinks who is this? I didn't know him, and he came to me and said, yeah, I know you from Instagram. I thought, wow, impossible. Yes, that's
Impossible, but
something nice.
possible.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, a lot of people
Yeah.
actually are missing the real fact of how much marketing you've actually done. But I'm not saying that you probably did it on purpose, but it just blew up because especially let's just say for Instagram, you definitely blew up within the past I think 5 years because you started in 2015, was it?
No, 2012.
2012 even, yeah, okay,
8 years, 9 years
eight
ago.
nine
Yeah,
years
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and like lately
20.
I think I've also seen you on 2018 that you started TikTok. So how did you come across TikTok on that matter and like start
Uh,
posting on TikTok itself?
yeah, I started posting on TikTok only for one reason, because in TikTok it was possible to put some music in the video and to use music and the video in one. In Instagram it wasn't possible, so I started with TikTok. I put on TikTok video. I started it with music, so I get it on the other side in Instagram. Normally I had really 10, 20 videos I didn't use on TikTok. Only I made them in TikTok for Instagram. And
Ah,
then I got one post in TikTok which goes viral with 52 million views. And
uh,
yeah,
we know
so
exactly which one you're
normally
talking
I'm,
about.
yeah.
That's gonna be a good one to
Yeah,
show later,
that was
so a lot of people can see
that
that.
was amazing. Yeah. Yes.
So talking about shows because I met you on the last show was at AHR, I believe. Um,
Yeah.
how are things going over there in Germany? How is COVID? COVID happening, like how's everything coping together? And do you think that you're gonna have any time to travel, or do you think that you will be traveling in the next little bit to kind of go to shows again?
So I hope we can travel again maybe next year or in 2 years. I also want to visit the IHR again, and I also want to visit the trade in Italy or in also in Russia or maybe in Peking.
Yeah,
No, not Peking, in Shanghai.
yeah,
But I'm not sure when it will be or how it will be. And yes, I hope it's soon. I'm
that's
not
true
sure if it's
because
okay, if we will.
personally, is ish still going to happen next year?
Normally, I got last week. I read something that for 100%, if there it didn't come something really really extreme, it will be part of the fairs in 2021. Yes.
Wow.
I'm not sure how they try to do it because there are hundreds, thousands of guests, and I'm not sure if the people comes from outside or if people don't come from outside. And a few German manufacturer also say that they will not come to the Ish next year. They will stay away from the Ish. Yeah, but we have also Eisenbahnmesse, the tool fair in Cologne. I'm not sure if it will be next year yeah.
Yeah, that sucks because I think for AHR we're not even sure if it's gonna be finalized, if it's gonna happen still, because I think they're still trying to
Hmm.
figure out about the location. But
Yeah.
hopefully it works out because I was really looking to Ish next year. I was really looking
Yeah.
forward to it. It
It's
would have been a great
it's just
time.
something. IHR was something amazing, but Ish is something completely different. I don't think that's much better than the IHR. It's bigger, but the IHR for me was more familiar, was more compact. There's more. No, I'm not sure why. I visit the Ish last 28 years. Every 2 years, it's 40 time I was there, and maybe I have enough from the East.
That
That's
makes
why
sense.
I love for the IHR. Maybe.
Yeah, for those of you
Okay,
who don't know,
next.
Ish is literally Germany's biggest show. For was it just heating or plumbing and or mechanical in general?
Heating, plumbing, and HVAC, everything. Yeah.
And how big is it? Let's give the viewers something to kind of look at.
How big is it? I'm not sure how big it is. I think you need 3 days, 4 days to visit the complete Ish because we have there's I'm not sure. It's unbelievable big. I think it's twice the IHR
It's how many buildings was it?
minimum.
Was it like five or six buildings? Was it or
No, 8 or 9 buildings with
holy crap?
2 or 3. One, yeah, it's I think what eight buildings are there, and with
And
2, 3 floors.
some of those floors are like one whole company, right? Because I think I heard Wiesman was almost like a
No,
full
no, no.
floor.
Yeah. He's Fissmann and the Buderus and the big player are mostly on one floor or partial on one floor. But normally there are many companies in one floor. We have them from all around the world. The complete plumbing, the Italian mosaic, the marmor, and everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everything. Everything is there.
Yeah, so if you guys are listening, if you guys are ever interested, definitely Ish is somewhere to go to because it is freaking huge from what I know, and that's why I want to go. But moving along, there's another question I do want to ask you. Are you gonna go bigger into the space of starting to try to market what you do more and say trying to, will you make it YouTube in the near future as well, or you kind of think that you want to stay within the platforms where it's more you can relate and talk to people?
Yeah, I started also on YouTube in 2005 or 2006. Since then, I have a YouTube channel, but the problem for me is speaking in front of the camera. For me, it's much more easy to stay behind the camera to take a picture from something than to speak and to show something. I think YouTube is more for a review or to show people how it works or how it should work. And Instagram is more to show the people that's on the market. If you want it, it's okay. If you don't want it, it's also okay. That means I never said I never said to someone buy this tool or buy this tool. If someone wants a Vera screwdriver, There's the Vera. If someone wants a Klein tool screwdriver, there's also a channel lock or a Knipex or something like that. I know. I don't try to say it's the Knipex or the Vera is the best. I show them if someone thinks he wants to try it out, he can try it out. But
That's awesome. But
not my
you stay
intention to
neutral.
say,
You
yeah,
stay
yeah. I
neutral
try to say,
because
yeah,
you love all
yeah.
tools.
Yeah. It's a completely different because we don't have channel lock here. I got my channel lock from Glenn Hitzpick from the UK. I love it. It's the first channel lock I had in the last 28 years, and it's different, completely different to our Knipex. You can compare them because
I
yeah,
mean, I think you can, but you just don't want to say too much. But because you had
yeah,
Knipex
yeah.
for so
Maybe
long.
you can. Yeah. Maybe
Um,
you can because I got it as a gift. So
you
for
like
me,
it
it's
a
something
lot more.
special.
It's different. Yeah.
I have also a roll gear, or how we
Yeah.
say, screwdriver from Turbo.
Yeah.
I got it from Turbo 3 years ago, and I love the roll gear. And yeah, it's different to our Vera Viha and our tools here.
Yeah. It
So
definitely is a bit
normally,
different.
yes,
So sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off. But yeah, they're definitely a little bit different from what I see from what's made over from where you are, what's made over in the UK, and just what's made over in the States or Canada in general. Um, but I honestly think that sometimes when you guys do make your products over there in Germany, the quality is quite good compared to what we've been using for channel locks for when I
yeah,
started my whole apprenticeship. So, but actually that kind of leads me to one more question before I go to my last one is do you guys actually have like an apprenticeship or anything in Germany as well of how you start and how does those
yes,
apprenticeships
yes,
kind of
yes.
work?
We have this also three. The apprenticeship for plumbing, heating goes 3.5 years. Starts every year now in September. Now this year it starts also. We have in our company every year around 5 to 8 apprentices, and
Wow.
for heating and also for cooling and refrigeration, it's completely different. That means the heating, plumbing, it's a different school than the refrigeration and cooling part. Because
Okay,
we are in our company, we do all
so 2.5 years is that 2.5 years in
3.5 years,
oh 3.5 is that
three and
all
a
in
half.
so they calculate that in hours or is just like in years?
There's only years, but they have 2 months. They had block. The 2 months they are in the school, and 3 months they are outside, and then again in school, and
uh
again out in the field, and yeah,
So it's like a whole curriculum that kind of follows them
yeah,
and tells them when school's
yeah,
next. It's not
yeah.
it's not whenever you want to book for school.
No. It starts. Yeah,
Oh
it's
wow. Okay.
a few years ago. It was Monday and Wednesday you're in school, and Tuesday, Thursday, Friday you're working outside. Now they get some blocks. It means you're 4 or 5 weeks in school, and then you're 5 weeks outside in the field, and again on the other side.
I really like that idea though because the way we do it in North America is most of the times you get your apprenticeship and you can choose whenever you want to go to school. But the problem with
Okay.
that is sometimes the owners don't want the apprentice to go to school, so one that screws up with their timing of when they can become a journeyman, or two, the person is so comfortable working in the company for 3 years that he likes staying as a second year, and then he doesn't have the mindset to keep going to further his studies more to become the next level. And I think that's a little bit problematic on the skill set side because it ends up that these people are not forced to kind of learn what they should be learning for the trade. So I think Germany does have has it well made for a system for people to be more professional towards the end of their career.
Yeah, but we have also problems to find apprentices who want to work outside, who want to work on a job site. Also, when it's outside minus 15 degrees or something like that, because not everybody want to work outside and getting up with the radiators on the second or the fourth floor. And it's not easy to find apprentices also here in Germany because we
Yeah.
are always looking for a worker, but it's hard to find someone.
So what would be the usual age coming in right now? Would it usually be around
Uh,
20 still or
no. When they start with a as an apprentice, they start with 16.
Oh, okay.
When they finish, they are 19,
Wow.
and normally with 20, they can work then. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
completely different. Because at 16, we're still in high school on our end.
No, no. And with 16, they're finished high school and they can start.
Wow, definitely a bit different, and it's good to know what's different throughout the world. It's kind of like telling everybody why we plumb differently here than what you guys do out there, but everybody keeps thinking that there's only one way. But there's more than one way to learn
That's
as
more.
well.
Yeah, yeah,
So you won't be able to see this picture, Bruno, but it's the picture I sent you earlier about what we were going to be
yeah,
talking about. So
yeah.
there's this photo or this video that Bruno has that has really hit TikTok hard and in the market. Probably what he was saying, 53 million
50,
views on
52
this
million.
on this special chair that he has that has a toilet, which is a
Yeah,
toilet, I mean, and it's on a throne, and the
yeah.
the video did really well because he used the Game of Thrones music from it. But tell me something about this toilet. Like, where is this toilet exactly? And
Yeah, but if you watch my timeline, you see a few pictures of the toilet, and they're different. That means we installed, I'm not sure, three or four till now, three or four different drones, king drones till now, because they are not toilets in a private house or something like that. They are all in how to say, they are in we have a special shoe market here, and they are for the kids in the toilet for the kids is this. That means it's a drone toilet. It's in the shoe market, and the kids, yeah, go into the drone then when they go to the toilet. That
ah,
means they're, yeah, we installed three or four till now.
oh,
It's a
okay,
really big shoe company, no, how to say, uh, yeah, it's an outlet. It's a thing like a shoe outlet, like
gotcha.
shoes outlet.
So can you
Yeah.
actually use this toilet, and does it actually work?
Yes, 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 yes. The toilet works. Now in the Corona time, it's not that. I think it's closed because it's very big and it's not easy to keep them clean, that clean how they should be. But the toilet works. And we installed three or four till now. Yeah,
So on this chair, I
it,
don't really see like a flush
yeah,
handle. So where do I flush the
yeah. It's
toilet from?
behind. There's
It's
everything
behind.
behind. Yeah.
Oh,
No, the
okay.
flushing is with a remote.
Oh, it's with the
You
remote.
flush them with a remote. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You flush them with a remote. There's also one video where I push the button on the remote and I flush them.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. I don't think
yeah,
I don't think I saw that one, but if anybody's
yeah.
interested, you can definitely find it on his page, Nample, on both TikTok and Instagram. And I'm pretty sure you would appreciate that toilet as well. If I come to Germany one day, you have to show me that toilet.
Yeah, there's no problem. It's completely easy because I open. You can also buy a pair of shoes, new shoes or something like new Nikes or something, new Adidas or something like that. Everything is there.
So
Yeah.
the main point of that was it to show kind of like prestige feeling for people who are
Yes,
buying
yes.
shoes
For no, for the kids. It's more
for the
for the
kids?
kids.
Oh, it's more for the
For the
kids.
kids, yeah, yeah. It's for the kids, yeah. Just
Wow.
small prestige for the kids because the kids come and yeah, they come with their mom and they say, "Come, mom, come, I want to go again." And moms probably take a few pictures. I'm not sure, maybe, yeah. But it works. It works fine.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good photo to show for people, and a good video if you guys are missing to watch for that. Um, other than that, I mean, those are all the questions I got for you. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers that you want to throw out to talk about what you have coming next, or kind of anything for the viewers, just about work in general, or well, like what do you want to tell the viewers about yourself that they probably don't know?
For about myself, but they probably know. Oh, nothing special. I try to keep it like how it is till now. I try to improve my English. Maybe it's getting better. And the problem is, I have no practice. No one here to speak English. So my English teacher is our podcast. It's Tool Pros podcast. It's HVAC reefer guy or it's HVAC jerks or something like that. It's my tool or my English teachers. So everything I know from the podcast, listening to podcast, but it's nobody here to speak with. And so yeah, time to improve it much more, but I hope it's fine enough for today.
That no, that's great. I think everybody could understand because I understood everything that came out of your mouth, and I think it was really interesting to really know a lot deeper about you because even at AHR is kind of busy. We didn't have enough time to kind of talk, and I know it's a cross platform right now, but I still learned a lot and kind of know a lot more of what you do and what your everyday life is about, especially especially looking at all your videos and all your pictures. It doesn't speak enough for what it really is sometimes because there's not a lot of face or nobody really talking behind
No.
that account. So
So my problem is if I wanna go in front of the camera and speak. What language should I speak? Should I speak in German? A few of my listeners may understand it. If I speak in English, it's also a part who understand me. But if I want to speak to all, I have to speak in a few hundred languages, and it's impossible because 28% of all my listeners make the five biggest countries. That means the five countries you see in your insights made only 28%. That means 5% is the less place. I have hundreds and hundreds of countries where I have followers. So if I
yeah.
want to speak in every language, normally English is best language to speak, but my English is not that good to stay in front and do reviews or tell something about tools or something like that. So
Oh,
I try
it's
to stay behind to show the tools and hope everything is fine and everyone understands what I try to say.
Oh, it's really good. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's a really good pleasure to
Thank
have you.
you.
And I know it's really late
Thanks
over
for
there,
having me.
and I do appreciate your time and really coming onto the show. Even you're a little bit uncomfortable with the English. I'm really happy that you really came on because I think everybody will be able to see what you're talking about, and you got to give yourself more credit than what it really is. I think your English is really good for what it is, and even if you have nobody to speak to, and I think all those as you spoke earlier, HVAC Refer, HVAC Jerks, and Tool Pro podcast, those were really good guys to listen to as well, and I'm sure you can definitely relate and you've learned a lot more English with them. So again, thank you for your time, Bruno. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
everybody for
Thanks
coming
to
on
all.
to the podcast today or the episode 17 of Coffee of Impetus. This might be our final episode. We're not sure. We might have a finale, but we'll see next week, and we'll catch you guys then. Thank you very much. Okay.